That sounds
All
confusing
right.
as fuck anyway.
Switch
It
to
is.
this. Oh, the RPing thing. Nope, no. There we go. I need to add that text again. Add text. Create. Add existing. That thing.
Because of weapons and everything, it's hard to pick a spell that I can't already cast for free. Fuck. Too powerful.
Ooh.
What is...
Sneak attack.
Okay, there we go. Okay. I had to put an art credit there because I'm not going to use that without crediting him every single time I use it. Hello, everyone. As my tab loads incredibly slowly, I have a notification. What? So last week, what do you all remember happening?
We fucking did the impossible and survived. We beat 2 demon lords, one in a in the ethereal plane, and the other one in the physical world, while he was nomming down on the other one's body. Not in a fun way.
And then Savra just fucking pulled easy and just Kamehameha the bastard.
Kablam.
Mm-hmm.
And because she's finally learned the importance of absolutely having counterspell in her full spell kit so that she can actually cast it without the staff. So that's a new thing.
We're 13, right?
14.
We're 14.
What?
Okay, I figured out the spell I'll pick.
I think your hit points are probably right, Jelly.
They are.
You just had the number behind.
Susie, you have so much health.
I know. I'm a healthy girl that I am.
Okay.
So
Bugsby, did you just go? What's Sierra's constitution?
What's yours?
Higher than yours, probably.
I have 1.
Savra's constitution is a 14, giving her a +2.
Oh. Yeah, it's 13. No, it's not that different.
I just got slightly stronger bones or something. It comes from hell.
You have hips.
I was actually gonna
That's what it is.
I was gonna make the joke when I was like, "Oh, you have more health than me," but that's because Savra has boobs and Sierra doesn't.
Savra's got hips.
As well.
So we left off last week. You asking
oh yeah, that's right.
Basidia to teleport you back to Safe Haven, which was a couple 100 miles back in the midst of Oromykos, essentially.
I also asked him if he would if he and his folk would offer their aid in the time of the final battle, TM.
And you asked, and he said, "Call, and we will come, and we will repay your kindness and your help."
Which, hell yeah. Which means we absolutely have 1 ally group. We potentially have 2.
And due to some miscommunication, you thought you were asking him to teleport you back to your outpost, but instead he teleported you back, or he fungal walked you back to Oromykos.
That's okay. This is a good enough place to just rest. We can get back to the outpost tomorrow.
All right. So you are now in a safe haven. And what would you like to do?
Sleep.
Yes, sleep. I'm exhausted. Not literally.
Marks, I think Marks would definitely want some sleep after bleeding from almost every orifice.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yup.
I forgot about that too.
All right. So you guys take your.
But before we go to sleep, I'm gonna ask Ruben how is Gash, because I'm assuming he was teleported with us, considering how went with us to the demon guy Jubiluba Lex.
Mm-hmm.
Jubilex.
Jubilee. So he's here with us, right? Right?
Yes. He is looking
Okay.
around with his paws kind of like grasping each other, like right in front of his chest, just kind of like worriedly looking around.
Then at Savra's request, I'll ask how he's holding up.
I don't. Moving like this is strange, and I don't know what to make of it. I'm just very confused.
I look back at Savra. He's okay, but the teleporting thing. Little hand gesture.
Just gonna be like, got it. And then I'm gonna sit my ass down and fucking
It's pretty comfy. The
take a
moss
nap
and
or something.
lichen is pretty soft.
So I don't think I actually used it. I think I still have one of Song's Pebbles. So I'm gonna figure out something to send to her while everyone else does.
Pebbles. My brain was like, wait, what is a pebble?
It's a
Took a while.
pebble.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
But yeah, I'm gonna figure that out while everyone else does like their own thing if they want to, or I'll get it done before we move on to the next day, technically.
All right, go ahead.
Word count sucks.
Looking. I'm doing some spell things in the
Mm-hmm.
meantime.
It is long rest time, so that is the time for you to do your spells.
I gotta remember to actually use my friggin' feats.
They help.
They would have
Boy, do
helped a
they.
lot. They would have helped a lot. I just my soft brain just has to realize, hey, you can do shields.
Oh yeah, your class abilities, yeah.
Especially since one of my feats now is pretty dependent on the shield, so it's just like, yeah, I better start using
Yeah,
that.
thorns is nice. There's not many effects that are thorns in this game.
Mm-hmm.
Thorns?
When you block, Ancestral Protectors now deals the damage that it reduces your friend's damage by. It deals that in damage to the attacker.
Oh.
It's a Diablo term.
Ah.
Or at least D2. No, D3 has thorns. Does Diablo 1 have thorns?
I never played 1. I only played 2 and 3.
I've played like an hour of 1, and that's it.
I've seen the speedruns and I really like how the game looks, but I never got to play it.
Number 1?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Character moves so slow in that game, though.
It's only 24 words, right?
25.
25. I have 6 more words.
Yeah, I think that the party needed the victory of last session because we've been talking about like, hey, can we do this? But we gotta try, and this is like the first sign of, hey, this is possible. We killed a couple of demon lords.
Oh my god.
Oh, that I'm gonna put that in context. Oh, that's not right.
I want to do that one anyway.
Katie. I love that in Susie.
What?
Oh, okay.
Yes.
You linked it anyway.
Oh,
Birth
the,
month?
maybe
Ominous
it's
statement generator. Okay, so what is this?
Mine
I'm gonna
is
type it out.
the crows cannot reach you, so look away. They too have teeth.
So
All right.
Wait, what order is it in?
okay, so it goes
It goes
birth
the left side
month.
and then the right side.
yeah, so it goes birth month and then plus eye color and
Okay.
then birth order and hair color, to which mine is the secrets are gone when you look away. Sleep well. They too have teeth. Unless we consider I am still technically.
Your hair's dyed though, and there's other option.
Whoa.
Yeah, they lie. Sleep well. They lie in wait. Is spooky.
Buxby,
Other
that's
than that,
ominous.
or it's like sleep well. The clock ticks on.
Mine is the secrets.
Oh, God.
Reach you. Prepare. They too have teeth.
So what was your message?
Right, I have it typed out, and I hope she gets the point. It's actually 24 because I figured I could shorten one sentence. So there she go. I have used the last of my pebbles.
Company, a friend, a null. He is scared and confused. Do not threaten him for me.
And uses her actual name, but only she can hear it because sending, right?
Correct.
Earlier I was giggling because I was like, everyone, we had this serious ass moment, but because Ziara has a new spell, I was gonna use it for something silly, but it doesn't fit in the... We're stressed out, we just survived a fight with a demon lord. Let me turn into Ruben.
Let me lighten the mood. Huh?
I mean, you can absolutely.
Wait, is Sarah, like, is she with the group, or did she move away a
No,
little bit to
no,
talk
she-
to...
Well, it's kind of like with message that like you guys don't actually saying that.
I know, but would she move away a little bit for privacy? Or just
No.
to think to herself, okay, shit.
No, because she's comfortable with you guys, but she
Oh.
is just like laying down and just like holding it between like her.
That's fine. If she is
hands.
not really paying attention to the group.
She is not. She is not really
Okay.
paying attention to the group. No.
This is also in Ziara's mind of like, oh, let me test this thing that I can do now for some reason.
Yeah, of course.
I want to cast Alter Self on myself, and then turn into Ruben, and then walk to be near Savra. Would my voice be the same?
Yes.
Oh.
Actually, let me double check.
That's gonna scare the living daylight out of poor self.
Hmm.
Like, oh hey Ruben, and then hi.
Correct.
Wait, so what? What is?
you make yourself, including your clothing, armor, weapons, and other belongings on your person, look different. You do not sound different.
Thank
you
God.
So now you need to try to deceive me.
So if you want to try and be Ruben or Savra or whoever you're doing, you have to make a deception and or performance roll, depending on what you say and how you want to say it.
She would probably turn herself into Ruben and walk up to Savra and be like, "Hi, Savra," and then probably giggle a bit awkwardly because she'll assume that Savra falls for it.
Jesus Christ.
It's me, Ruben. Savra.
So weird.
So give me a performance and a deception roll, Ziara. Also,
Savra.
Savra, did you see the response? A performance of 19 and a perception of 20.
I did see
ignore the
response, yeah.
guidance. I
That's
wouldn't
why-
cast guidance.
That's why. Yeah, I did see it. That's why I passive.
Passive perception of 12.
You meant perception, or do you mean deception?
No,
yeah.
No.
Oh.
Performance.
Oh,
Oh, yes, I said deception, not perception.
Sorry. Oh. Yay!
Hey, look at that. Same thing.
Same thing. Wow. Your passive insight. Okay. So, Savra, you kind of like get the response. You like let out a breath, and then Ruben comes over to you with a standing a little. Hold on. Let's see here.
Standing a little.
I would probably
awkwardly
stand
for
on
the
my
old man.
toes because I'm so used to walking on my toes as a tabaxi. What are flat feet? Ugh.
Ruben comes up to you and says, "Hello, Savra. It's me, Ruben."
Did you say hello or did you say hi?
Yeah. What exactly
hi.
did you said? Hi, Savra. It's me, Ruben.
Yeah.
So, I think I know Ruben a bit more than some random schmo.
Something about his voice didn't quite seem right, and his facial expression is really happy. But for all intents and purposes, it looks and sounds like Ruben. It's Ruben.
Do I? Can I
sit
do an
next to you.
insight or?
I sit next to you, but I do.
Next to me?
Yeah, I sit next to you, but I assume Ruben actually closes his legs when he sits down, kind of.
Does the cross-legged thing?
Yeah, I probably because I always imagine Ziara sitting with her legs kind of open, like kind of.
Like spread eagle, just being like, I'm taking up space.
Exactly, and then
Basically the Garfield sit.
yeah, and then I lean my head on my hands, which I imagine Ruben would never do either. And I just sit next to you, staring at you. How are you?
So I recognize that this is
Ruben is being extremely out of character.
Yeah. So can I make an insight now?
Yes.
or
Go ahead and
something?
make an insight.
So hold on. I have a pretty decent number there.
I hate this.
Ruben's just over there, like, talking to Gash and just paying attention to Gash, and then Ziara's just over here on the other side of the camp, just bothering Savra randomly.
As Ruben.
Lame.
So I am going to say, knowing that this is not actually Ruben.
You kind of stop and you like squint, do the fry eye squint, and you're like, oh, I can see through the spell. Like you can, as you look closer, you can
cut
see.
out. Oh no, I can't hear him.
Wait, hello?
Same.
Same.
Hello? Hello?
Jelly? Oh, I wonder if their internet
Hello?
It
crapped
might have-
out because
I
yeah,
Yeah,
think
it might
they
have
did.
gone out.
Weird.
Hello?
because it happened
the
on
fuck?
Friday at least twice as well when we multi-streamed.
Really? Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Hmm.
I think Jelly said it could be
Hello?
the construction that's happening near them.
Hello? What the f-
Also,
This
Savara,
is creepy
or
as
Savara,
shit!
excuse me. Because of what you said last week, how the reasons Savara knew how to use teleport was because she paid close attention and studied.
That was
That-
Beard's description,
Okay.
not mine. But I love that kind of like.
Oh my gosh, hello?
Okay.
Hello, it's Jelly. You're back.
Okay. You wanna know what's really fucking creepy? We could hear you perfectly,
Okay.
Wow.
but you couldn't hear us.
Oh.
Nope.
So
But
we're
welcome back.
hello?
We're like,
Welcome
hello, why aren't you responding? Hello?
Oh damn, he heard us shit talking.
Fuck.
That was fucking creepy. That was really
Um,
fucking creepy, because it was like half of the internet was gone. Like, we weren't sending
Yeah.
packets, but we were receiving packets.
Discord has done that for me a few times as well, so I don't know if it's actually Discord or your connection.
I think it's our connection, because OBS
Okay.
fucked up too.
Okay.
So, you're saying I do the fry squinty thing, and
A fry squint? Oh, okay, like that. I was like,
okay, yes.
like an actual French fry?
So, you kind of like sit there and look at Ruben doing these things and saying these things, and then you kind of do the fry, not sure if want like eye squint, and then you could tell, you can tell that it's a spell. Like, you can see the inconsistencies in the illusion.
Mm-hmm. So I'm going to reply, just really, calm and relaxed. Just be like, "Oh, hello, Ruben. How are you doing?"
I have never been better. I'm pretty good. Do you need some healing? I'm really good at healing.
No, I'm good.
Hmm.
So what brings you over here, Ruben?
I don't know what brings you over here, and I kind of lean in, like.
Ruben, your passive perception is high enough that something catches your eye, you look over, and you can see you having a conversation with Zavra.
I'm frowning.
But I noticed the frown.
You are paying attention to Zavra right now.
Okay.
I'm just because I just know it's her. I'm just trying to play off like I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Your passive perception does tell you that Ziara is missing from the party. It's pretty
Don't
obvious.
say. What did you say, Bugsby?
Wait, what did you say? Like,
I said, yeah. It was like, what brings you?
oh,
She
You
said,
said,
what brings
"What brings
you
you
over
here?"
here? Do you need some healing?
yeah.
I'm really good at healing.
I already declined healing because I'm good, and I'm just gonna be like, well, I sent a message back to our little base about our friend Gash. Why don't you call Gash over here?
Oh, nah. Gash needs a nap. You know, dogs. Sleep all the time.
Zavra, you look behind
Sweat.
Sava, you like just kind of like crane your head just a little bit, and you can see Ruben staring at you two, frowning, just like big old colon C, and then Gash is like looking between the two Rubens with his eyes really wide.
Does he look distressed?
His eyes are really wide, and he's looking between the two Rubens, but he isn't moving.
Okay, I'm just gonna drop the act and the fun. Just be like, okay, Ziara, stop playing as rooming because you're really,
What?
really.
I'm Ruben. Ziara who?
I'm just gonna chuckle and be like, stop! You're kind of freaking out our new friend.
Oh,
And I really wish I had taken Dispel Magic. Because the mental image of Meeps coming up behind Ziara and being like, "Hey, Ruben," and then clapping her hand on her shoulder and casting.
I was gonna say,
Oh, I wish.
imagine she
It's
would
like,
just
I just
punch
said-
Ciara on the shoulder.
I imagine Meeps with this total shit-eating grin going like, like just clapping her hands.
Regrettably, I did not take it.
When Summer
Aw.
says it though, I turn around to Gash and I guess Ruben.
Gash like looks like kind of recoils a little without getting up. His neck kind of like cranes backwards a little as you look at him, and he just like looks between the two of you a little bit faster, just like, huh, what, huh?
I am gonna like kind of like say what I already did a little bit louder, but like kind of to
Ruben.
to
ahead, sorry.
everybody, but just more to Ruben. Just the thing of being like I've informed like Song, at least, that we're coming back tomorrow and that we have a friend and that he's good.
Oh my
That's
god!
good.
Shush.
I just imagine while all this is happening, Marx is just like sort of clutching multiple pieces of fruit to like try to recuperate blood loss. So everything that's happening, it's just like, circles are weird.
I'm surprised Ruben hasn't like been giving him medical attention.
Yeah,
actually,
I can do it.
I
I'm Ruben.
imagine that's what's going on. Like,
yeah.
I imagine that Mark is there eating like fruit and whatever, and Ruben has been like pouring over him, making sure he's not actually still bleeding.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Also frowning at Ziara, pretending to be him.
Yeah, he paused
Mark,
for
you're
a
getting
minute.
blood in your food.
Oh no!
Gash kind of
of
like leans close to you, Ruben, and says, "How are there two of you?"
It's not. It's magic.
It's
Fucking
not.
magic.
He
I tried to mimic his voice, or exactly what he said.
he said
know
something
what?
in Abyssal. You have no idea what he
I
said.
tried to mumble whatever the fuck he just said.
And say
You know,
something that sounds like
I just imagine. I'm just imagining Ziara Ruben, just like saying it like Mr. Bean, magic.
Magic.
Oh my god.
That would totally be a Ziara thing to do.
Gash kind of like goes a little wide-eyed at that, and he kind of like just continues just watching this other Ruben.
Would he be able to smell? Like
You can see his nose twitching.
yeah, so he would at least.
He's probably about 15 feet away from you, and there's no wind, but you can see him being a dog, being a gnoll, a hyena dog.
He's just
I'm-
playing around. Don't mind her.
I'm gonna roll for my recharge on Panzer. Not bad, a 4, so total 5. It's halfway charged.
You guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I saw OBS drop to 0, so I'm using that as an indicator of if our internet's going the fuck out again.
Okay.
God, that was so weird because you guys could hear. I could hear you guys perfectly. You just couldn't hear me or Jelly. That was weird.
I did hear you roll some dice.
Yeah. The gash is doing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Anything else for this?
I'm gonna I don't know. I'm gonna eat and just pass the fuck out. Cause me tired.
I'm gonna say during this whole thing, Meeps hung out with Fluke for a little bit and then went to sleep. She didn't even pay attention.
She saw this whole thing going on. I was like, yeah, okay, whatever.
Typical shit.
Typical Ziara.
Nothing.
Just
God
showing
bless
off
her.
my new skill.
Hey, it's cool.
Yara can turn into Ruben now. Okay.
That is the point of this
Mhm.
skill. There's nothing else I can turn into. Only Ruben.
You can do more, but you only think you can turn into just Ruben. All right.
Alter Self doesn't take up a wild shape slot, right?
Unless it specifically says it, but since it says
Okay.
at will, no. I would assume not.
Cool.
Though your wild shape, you can spend spell slots to restore HP to your normal form when you shapeshift.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
In case you feel like, you go into like fire elemental mode or whatever and consume some spell slots because fuck it, you're just gonna be punching away with your fiery fists.
Mm-hmm. With that, you guys rest.
Hooray!
So you all have had a long rest now. Upon waking up, you don't quite feel the same. You're not sure what it is. Perhaps it's the ambient aura of demon presence in the air. Perhaps it's just a night of unrestful sleep. Something doesn't feel normal, or at least what you have come to assume is normal for the past 5 or 6 months. Out of game sense, due to the energies released upon the death of 2 physical forms of demon lords, the latent demonic energies are suffused in the underground enough to cancel and nullify all inspiration points. Unless granted by the whims of fate.
Lucky? What about
Dope.
Lucky?
So no one has inspiration points between every game now. They will be granted by the DM. You pretty handily showed that you did not need it due to how I run fights, not as cutthroat as my friend, and are a little too gamey right now. So I want so no one has inspiration points. You still have lucky, yes. You still have lucky.
Okay, yeah. I spoke too fast.
Yeah. But
Sorry.
inspiration points are a once in a while thing.
That makes sense.
I will
We
do
traded in our inspiration points for some
epic boons.
big guns.
You guys got epic
Yeah.
boons instead of inspiration points, and honestly, that's a good fucking trade.
Yeah!
Epic
I'm
boons,
cool with it.
You'll also use the epic boons more often than you'll use the inspiration points, and inspiration points might come with a caveat of can only be used on saving throws thing.
Mm-hmm.
That way you can't,
I missed.
no, I didn't want that natural one on that attack roll. I'm gonna inspiration. Like, no.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you,
Oh.
Fuzz. Wait, who left?
Sprite.
Sprite left. What?
We lost Sprite for
Lost Sprite.
Sprite's out of here. Ah!
As Fuzz said, ripspiration.
Just rip.
Rip inspiration, ripspiration.
Oh.
Holy shit, I've dropped 11% of the frames that I have uploaded so far? That's not okay.
That's actually not too bad.
I usually have a dropped frame count of 0.
I mean, that is really good, but I mean, like 10% isn't as bad.
Oh, I think it's because it's skewed because there was a full, like, 30 seconds to a minute of nothing.
Yeah, so like that percentage will get like much smaller, but like when it's like 30% or 50%, it's like, okay, this is not working. That's what the internet over here was like before we did the upgrade.
Sprite's just gone.
Is he added Roll20 also?
No, he's still in Roll20.
I think Roll20 takes a minute to kick you out, though.
Mark's is a
That's
heavy
true.
sleeper. Just knocked out.
Mm-hmm.
Did you try like just sending him a message, Discord?
Oh, who left?
That was Vexera.
Wait, why?
I don't know.
What the
He
fuck?
got fed up with us.
What is going on today?
Vexer, get your ass back in here.
She just starts subtweeting on Twitter.
Fuck these guys.
Okay, Vexera DC'd.
What?
Oh, hell.
Vexera is, like, offline. Oh, so is Rhythm, but...
Maybe wherever their server is at, it's currently down.
You know what I like about Rhythmbot? They have their icon designed in such a way that it looks black, but when you hover over it, just the R in the icon lights up like it's a actual like power button. It's really cool. It's a really good design in my opinion.
While we wait for Sprite.
Oh, Discord went down for Ghosty.
Oh shit.
Oh
so maybe
no. Is Discord down?
It may very well be.
Discord servers.
Maybe Sprite left a message on Twitter.
Status Discord. Do. Here we go. It's loading.
Excuse me. The Discord status site isn't even loading. Not even for
There
Are
we
you
go.
stuck in Discord limbo?
It just loaded for me.
Well, at least we have each other.
Don't anyone do anything.
Great.
Don't touch nothing!
API response time was up to 150 milliseconds at an hour and 5 minutes ago, and it's been climbing since
since
9:10.
Yeah. So 20 minutes ago.
I'm gonna text him because I don't think he's gonna get Discord messages.
I just take over Mark's and I put a captain hat. I am the captain now.
Mark suddenly sprouts some cat ears. It's like, huh, that's new.
Yeah, bitch.
And then just like the Mark's did a swear.
I'll take this moment to fill out a form that I got emailed about.
How's everybody doing?
Poor all right.
You guys fighting some demons?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, at least right now we're just taking a nap. Except when we woke up. Not a nap no more.
Honestly, I cannot wait for tomorrow because I'm so tired of seeing spiders. Not gonna lie.
I'm sorry. You guys are almost done. Finish off the thing. You don't have to.
Alright, seen fucks on Twitter at least is just tweeting about like did anyone else get booted out of Discord desktop and is having trouble connecting, or is it just me? So I was like, I know a bunch of people got knocked out.
Sprite is not back yet. Sprite also has not responded to my text message.
Now that you mention it, weren't you the one that pulled Sprite into this chat?
He did, but like Sprite did come back.
Oh, okay, because I don't remember hearing him at all.
Yeah, Sprite came in. He was in for a bit, and then just now when Vexera disconnected, so did Sprite.
Okay, here we go. I just refreshed the Discord status site, and it says, we are aware of an issue disconnecting some users and making Discord slow to send messages. We are online and investigating. And that was as of 9:21 Pacific, so literally 2 minutes ago.
That was on the Discord website?
Yeah,
Oh.
on their status website.
Yeah, I'm seeing a bunch of tweets from friends going, is Discord down? Oh
I just
no.
replied to his thing on Twitter. And since we have to wait a little bit, I'm gonna go take my meds. I'll be right
I'm gonna
back.
go ahead and put us on interim until Sprite gets back. So you will not hear chat, but you'll see a BRB screen. And back to the streaming. Now that Discord's stopped being a fuck,
We're back.
we're back as my computer slows down.
No.
There we go. Okay. Maybe now Vexera's back?
I was actually gonna say that, like, maybe Vixera's back.
Oh shit, Vexera's still gone.
That's okay. We
Fine.
don't really need music, though. Or do we?
Maybe. I'll figure
Oh.
I'll figure something else out. I'll figure something else out. So yes, you wake up. You feel a little less yourself.
Wake up!
You, the players, know it's because you do not have inspiration points, and it is explained because the demonic energies are now back in the air where they belong, because it was kind of like concentrated in points, so the ambient magic of the world was slightly on the good side of things, but now it's back to a more balanced, realistic thing. So not really a bad thing, just back to normal.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you are now awake.
And is Gash still kind of like looking around, kind of confused, or is he?
No,
Or has he been pretty good lately?
He seems pretty fine.
Okay.
There's no longer two Rubens.
Um.
Or
Can't be
is there-
not two Rubens.
Once everyone wakes up, Savra's gonna propose. I don't know. It's so funny.
Jelly's laughing at Zuki.
I'm gonna type it in the chat.
Okay.
But all I was gonna say was that who's there? Sorry, as I'm also sorting the adoptable dice. She's just gonna propose when everyone's awake and ready. She'll try to take them all back to our sanctuary place.
Before you do, reminder,
Mm.
you technically have 7 people.
I know. It's a new day, Beard. I got my 7th spell slot back.
Oh, you want to try and teleport?
Mm-hmm. I'm pretty confident that I can get there, considering
Okay.
we have spent like a few
All right.
days there,
Teleport.
and there's a lot of people that I'm very familiar with that are there.
Okay.
75%?
So
Or
let
was it
me look
higher?
at teleport.
I think there was a 30% chance of failure the last time.
Yeah, that's what I mean. 75% of success, but I
You
guess
are
it's a little...
between very familiar and seen casually.
Mm-hmm.
Or a place you can see when you cast the spell.
Two Rubens. One is a sandwich, the other is a character.
What? What?
That's what Jelly and her roommate Zuki were laughing about.
Oh, what does that mean?
Reuben is a kind of sandwich, but it's spelled with an
Oh.
Yeah, toasted Reuben. Good stuff.
Oh.
No.
Or is it a robin, like a bird? Oh wait, that's not a Reuben.
Here. Hold on a second.
Show me a Reuben.
Does anyone have... Oh!
It's spelled different, but pronounced the same.
So, Savra,
Yes.
do you have teleport up?
I mean,
The spell, the spell description on D&D spells.
Let me pull it up.
This answers your question completely, which is what I was looking for. Under familiarity, the first sentence is permanent circle. The very next sentence is associated object. Means you possess an object taken from the desired destination within the last 6 months, such as a book from Wizard's Library, bed linen from a royal suite, or a chunk of marble from a lich's secret tomb. You have an item that was given to you that was in the possession of someone who is in the outpost. Your teleport spell has a 100% chance of success.
Dope. So
And you would know this.
Okay, I am going. Savra does her best to explain that, and by that I mean I will actually have her say it because that's more fun. Because
Please do it in a simple version because I just want you to.
Some of us are some.
Yeah, we're simple.
honestly, Savra's pretty simple too. When you get right down to it, like she's smart, but she's not that smart.
She's a sorcerer, not a wizard.
Exactly. She is a pretty face. She doesn't got a brain like Meeps, though. Because what's your intelligence?
It's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
The fact that she doesn't know what a seahorse looks like.
That's wisdom, not intelligence.
Yeah, she's very book smart. So your guys
5.
like
She
has a +5.
Her intelligence.
I was gonna
is 20.
say, wasn't Meeps that one with the highest intelligence? Maybe Reuben?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so I know that I can get us back with my teleport spell. It's a little different, but because I have something from there, we kind of have a permanent connection with that place.
What do you have?
I'm
assuming the stored spell gem that Seraphine gave me.
The stored spell gem that Seraphine gave you, the items that your wife gave you that allow sending.
Oh, I have plant
all
food.
Those pebbles.
Plant food is from the surface.
But I got it from there.
It came from the surface.
Cool.
But those items originated from the
outpost. Oh, okay, like that. Yeah. Okay,
they
sorry.
Originated
I thought it was where we got it.
No, origination. Yeah.
Yep. So
unless you guys want to teleport to the surface to some random as fuck farmer.
I look at Sabra. We can't go back.
Maybe some other day. For now, let's drop Gash someplace off where he can be safe. Because we're going to be going to the big bads pretty soon.
Okay.
And when everyone's all set and done, everyone's got to be within 5 feet of her, or 10 feet of her, and she does teleport. Back to
All
our
right.
sanctuary.
God damn it, Vixera. I fucking need you.
Dun, 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 dun.
Can't. Oh, that's right. The stream can't hear music through.
Yeah, stream. No, the stream hears music through my computer.
Oh, they do.
Yes, so stream is never without music as long as my computer can play it.
Who's purring?
Just tell us what to look up on YouTube, and we'll all just
Yeah,
play
hold
it
on.
together.
Hold on. Fuck me.
That's consumes
So,
my level slot update.
I need you all to look into Jukebox and go ahead and play that music for me.
Oh boy.
Wait, what?
RPG
Oh.
ambience on the road. Ooh,
You
this is mystical.
so Savra, you let's see here. Is it instant? Is teleportation instantaneous? It's one
It
action.
is!
It is one action. Jesus Christ, that's right. So
It's
you sit
pretty
there
dope.
for a second after everyone gathers round. Basidia's there. Thank you, Vixera, for saying you left the voice channel due to inactivity. Fuck off. So they are seeing you off. As you discussed, you were teleporting back, and will call upon them when you need their help. You cast the spell, and you all feel the same the same feeling of like rushing through stone and rock and creature. Like it's that really weird like passing through walls, like as if you're going through with no clip on through Minecraft kind of thing. Only as you're going, it's going faster and faster and faster, and everything's stretching longer and longer and longer and longer, and all the color starts bleeding out of everything, and suddenly it looks like you're flying through stars, and there's pinpricks of light just flying past you, and suddenly the lights start changing colors to where instead of just white, now it's like red and blue and purple and green, and it's just prismatic light just flying past you. And then suddenly your whole world stops, and you all like kind of like recoil, like a fast-moving car slammed on the brakes. You all rock a little bit, and you stop, and you kind of are taken quite aback because you are no longer standing in a circle. You are sitting at a table that is full of knickknacks and globes and vials and bits and pieces of like a workshop almost. And there's a gentleman sitting at the other side of the table, hood up,
Oh God, not this fucker again.
cowl over his mouth and his nose. You can see his mouth is. You see by the wrinkles on his face that he's smiling at you, as he has one hand in the air, and the other hand is flat on the table, and above his hand, a deck of cards
No.
is shuffling itself in midair.
Oh my
No, I
goodness.
had.
That's
really
why I
bad
just said this fucker again.
It didn't connect.
Meeps is going to just kind of look at him like, ah.
I pout. I do know.
You notice
no, no,
Gash
no,
is
no,
sitting next to
no.
Reuben.
Yay, I'm glad Gash is here.
Meeps, something's really hot in your pocket.
Huh?
And the figure turns to look at you. You can just tell that he's smiling out from underneath. Like, his face is covered from the nose down, but you can tell by the wrinkles in his eyes, and he's smiling. as he's looking at Meeps.
Meeps is gonna dig in her pockets for whatever's hot.
It's a coin.
Is it the gym jar coin?
I assume that it is.
Also,
Yes.
actually, never mind. Don't worry about it.
So Meeps,
Don't worry
there's
about
a very hot coin in your pocket.
Is it the gem jar coin?
There's a very hot coin in your pocket.
Or take it out.
It is the gym jar coin. And it is not gold in color. It is now... As, you know the color metal starts to get when you're heating it up under a torch, that red? It's not that hot, but it looks that hot.
Like how the gem gets in Nim.
Yeah. His hand is just elbow on the table, arm propped up. His hand is flat in the air, like palm straight up. And there's a deck of cards, just like cards flying off the deck, shuffling themselves, landing back on the deck. The deck explodes into the air, shuffles, and puts itself back into his hand. He's just staring at you.
Tuck the coin back in my pocket.
He winks at you.
The coin does, or he does?
He does while he's looking at Meeps.
Is this the guy who made the coins?
As you put away the coin, and he winks, he reaches up, pulls the hood back, pulls the mask down, and it's Jim Jar.
What?
Oh my
What?
god.
This fucker!
Are you kidding me?
He has a big grin, and he's just looking at all of you, grinning from ear to ear.
Oh my goodness!
I have like this weird combo of frowning and upset because of the shit he gave me.
Okay, out of character, the player is visibly pissed off, but Marks is elated. He is happy to see a comrade.
Sprite, the only reason
Yes.
Sierra wouldn't be happy is because of the cart she got.
Well,
Sour is just gonna be like, not happy or sad, like upset, just she's like, oh, hi, Jim Jar, you're this entity. Okay.
And he just
oh, so
said,
like,
Mm.
oh damn it.
You'll go
But
ahead.
yeah, I understand, Bucks. I understand Ciara's feel the same way. But like, that's just, Marks is just happy to see a familiar face.
He just continues smiling, and he says to you, "Glad to see you back."
Glad to see you, you cunning bastard.
I love me so much.
Oh shit!
You spill dice everywhere.
I just imagine.
Turn in my
like,
chair and my core just launched. Just my
I
dice.
just,
all over
I just
the place.
imagine like Meeps says that, all of a sudden all her money falls out.
He just makes all the money explode out of her pockets like a fountain.
He's like, I still got it.
God, I
That-
wish I could draw right now. But shit.
thank you, Beard. I
And
gotta
then,
say, I'm happy with this turn of events.
He
I love
responds
it, but I hate it.
He responds by saying, "I'm glad you kept it."
Glad I did too.
That's why you're here.
All right.
It is what? Why we're here?
I wouldn't.
I'm just happy to be here.
I wouldn't have been able to bring you here if it wasn't for that coin. Had she not kept it, we wouldn't have met again.
Mm.
So what is it that you want?
And he kind of looks at Reuben. You remember the dream?
Which one of the dreams? I was gonna like
The very,
out of character.
very first dream.
Is
Of
that the
a,
one with the cluster of everyone's?
You
or-
had a vision before getting
Yeah.
captured, a premonition
Yeah, that
of
one.
a character
Yeah.
bet the souls of
I'm
all
look-
the innocents that you would succeed in and do something that is needed. That you've
I'm
had
looking
what it
through
takes.
my D&D notes. Okay, I remember now from reading.
Kind of winks at you after saying that, and Ruben takes a second to like, you see his face kind of like, what is he talking? And then it's like realization comes over Ruben's face, and Jimjar smiles a little bit, like, yeah, it's true. You pulled through. You're halfway there.
I don't like how casual he's talking to my friends.
He turns back to the rest of you. Says, Demon Lords are a fun bunch. And his hand comes off the table and does air bunnies on the fun part. Not very enjoyable to the mortal realm, I'd say. Takes all the fun out of things. Death and destruction and chaos, those aren't fun. Those aren't those aren't good things. But I can't do anything. My hands are tied. As a god myself, and he kind of like sits up a little bit as he says that. Puts his hand on his chest. I'm not allowed to personally poke my hands where they don't belong. It doesn't mean I can't get others to do it. I'm what you would call a god of whimsy and fate. Gambling, fun. Kind of smiling.
As he keeps saying fun, though, to describe himself, I frown more because I didn't think my card was fun. I wasn't having a good time.
I just imagined like she slowly frowns and just kind of like leans into Marks. It's just like that wasn't fun.
Yeah.
It's gambling, though.
Mine wasn't even gambling. Mine was gonna happen no matter what.
Drawing the card is the gamble.
Yep.
But I didn't. She didn't get that.
She doesn't
Or
grasp
did
the
she?
concept of a lot of things.
Well, no, she didn't make that connection. She just like, okay, I got a
Okay, I
bad
got
card.
Mm-hmm.
I got nightmares and a card that I couldn't avoid or destroy, and it would happen.
And Marks remembers the card where like he kept getting magic missiled, and he's like, Marks pipes in.
Did you
Like,
have fun, Marks?
It's like no offense, that really wasn't very fun. Gotta be completely honest.
He
Sabra
chuckles a
has-
little bit.
Saw remembers that she's become slightly faster, and she wasted her card on useless information, but also Marx's card allowed her to see that her wife was still alive, so she's kind of got mixed feelings
Also,
about Jim Jar.
the crux to finding your wife in the first place, if you remember.
Yes. So, like, I have mixed feelings about Jim Jar, but I don't dislike him. At worst, I am just suspicious of him.
Kind of.
Meeps is all about this, right?
Well, I mean, to be fair, Meeps
Meeps
did
was the
get
only
like
one
a
who
card.
figured it out, sort of. Kind of.
To be fair, Meeps did get a card that was just like, hey, it's like, holy shit, look at all this food.
Yeah, but she figured it out. Yeah.
She got the cards that fuck the season on the surface, which is kind of bad.
I like that phrasing.
But also that's some mischief shit, and the feast and a stat increase. So that and she feels like the coin has helped her.
To be fair, Marks did get wishes, so if anything, it balanced out. It's just
All in all,
Must
like
be
as
nice.
a whole, like the good canceling out the bad, you guys are pretty much even. Like
yeah.
Yeah.
it was a gamble. It was like out of character, It was a fun gamble.
Out of character,
Yeah,
I loved it. In
out of
character,
canon,
Oh, yeah,
no,
so fun.
no.
In character,
out of
it's
char-
very much a catch-22.
I gotta
So,
say, out of character, it was very tough to think of rhymes on the fly.
Oh, it was so fun.
Yeah.
That was
It
one
was
of the
hilarious.
best instances.
So, I have a
That lie
question.
was fucking great.
Mhm.
But it's in character, so it can wait until after Buxby says her thing.
Yeah, I only wanted to add, like, out of character, I loved how you dealt with my card, because my card honestly made me nervous, because it was, the way it was worded, it said it was gonna happen no matter what.
Mm-hmm. And it was.
So I love how you dealt with it.
It
Yeah,
was
but I
gonna
love how you
happen.
dealt with it.
It did happen.
And it did happen, but due to other things
Ow.
that happened during the adventure,
Hmm.
other things happened.
Yeah, that's why, like, I love how you dealt with it.
Mhm. In character, you were gonna say.
So I was just gonna ask him, so is this a moment for another gamble?
He kind of like moves his hand to where his whole arm's like resting on the table, just straight, and it's still, the cards are still shuffling. Perhaps.
Meeps is hopping in her chair.
God damn it! I have another knot in my hair.
Demon lords are powerful, vile, cruel, destructive.
Yeah, they kind of are. Mark scratches his skin and rubs his eyes.
I offer a gamble of fate. Nowhere near as earth-shattering as it once could have been, or realm-shattering. More for fun than anything. Maybe a little bit of help as well.
What do we got to do?
And he lifts up his hand again and holds it right in front of the middle of the table, and the cards stop shuffling, just sit in the deck in his hand. He takes his hand out from underneath it. The deck is just floating in the air. Puts both of his hands on the table. He looks at you, each of you, just all across the room. Draw as many as you like.
Many.
No.
But be
Savra,
warned, some aren't the best, but you're not gonna hate everything.
Savra's just gonna take
It won't kill you.
the very first one off the top, and that's it.
Okie dokie. I apologize. I actually don't have a physical deck for this.
I have a tarot deck.
Is it every single tarot card in the entire?
No, it's not a
Arcana?
tarot card. It's the fucking Curse of Strahd thing. So it's
Oh, no,
not
it-
even the same.
It has to be every single one. So Susie, please roll a D77.
Okay, we're gonna use roll 20 for that.
Yep, you're gonna have to use roll 20 for this.
Here she goes. Savra rolls a D77. 46.
Also, Beard, this thing that we did before, is that, you said it was part of something that a friend of you used in your other D&D campaign?
That is
If
correct.
I remember? Do you have a link or anything? I'm not going to read up on it, but I know Winter
will.
and some others were curious about it.
I will. I will
Okay.
share it with others when this is done.
You can just link it to Win otherwise. I just know that he was curious what happened because I mentioned the card thing.
You pull a card off, you look at it, and he grins and he says, you feel your words are infectious.
Okay.
Meeps is like,
Thank you. I don't know what that means.
You will. In time. That might be an interesting result. Careful who you talk to, though. Might want to talk to a friend before you talk to an enemy.
Of course.
Would you like more?
She'll take one more.
And I will
Just straight from the top.
link this. Roll another D46, D77. And re-roll it if it's a 46. A 1.
There you go. A 1.
Lucky one.
Hold on.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
You die.
Yeah, let's ignore that card.
He
Let's
said
see
that
here.
buddy's gonna die.
No, what's the number 1 card, Beard?
No, there's a card. There's a 0. There's a card 0. So I'm just like, no, let's ignore that card.
Okay.
It's and because it's a very simple card that is literally just hey, draw again.
Wild
just
card.
Ignore the 0.
At least it leaves its options open.
It's true.
Oh no, maniacal laughter. That's never good.
Oh yeah.
I'm in danger.
I feel like that's exactly what is about to like be bestowed on Sava.
I imagine that's how Jimdar laughed. Well,
He chuckles as Savra pulls the card. He kind of chuckles because it's funny. It's almost as if he knows what you're drawing when you draw it, because you draw it and you look at it. But he laughs and he explains as the moment you look at it, it's the magician. That's yours to keep. Keep that. That's yours. And Savra, you can feel the card. And you intrinsically know this is your card. You keep this. You don't put it back in the deck. And you feel like the card has now duplicated itself and put itself back in the deck. And it feels perfectly balanced. And you kind of like puzzle to yourself, and you put up your finger, and it's balancing on the corner of the card, just twirling softly.
I would say like her hand is twitching like I actually am in real life right now.
Yeah, and your hand is twitching, and the card is just kind of like very softly spinning and balanced. And you kind of like put it on its edge on your finger, and it's still balanced. You put it on the back of your hand, like on one of your knuckles, and flat, and it's just sitting there balanced. You're pretty sure.
This is really weird.
You're pretty sure you might be able to transfer its power to other things. And you feel a really strong urge to balance something on top of it.
Out of character, I have no idea what to do with this. I have no idea what that means. I have the urge to balance it. Transfer its power to other thing. Feel the urge to balance something on it. If I like move my hand quickly, does it stay on my person?
It stays balanced. As no matter what you do, it is balanced. It can fall, like if you really quickly remove your hand out from underneath it, it'll fall. But as long as you're standing still, like as long as you're like moving it, because there's gravity. But no matter how you hold it, it is perfectly balanced.
So
Would
I'm
it-
gonna try to hold it like between my thumb, index finger, and ring finger. You know,
Uh-huh.
it's like just like hold it in all those.
Uh-huh.
And it like it says, I'm pretty sure I can transfer its power to other things. Can I transfer it to myself?
balance yourself on top of it.
Oh. I feel the urge to balance it on something, but like I'm not sure if transferring its power is permanent or
It says
temporary.
balance something on it.
But I can transfer its power to other things. Technically,
Yeah.
I am a thing.
You concentrate, you think, and you get the result of that's probably not what it means by transfer its power.
Okay, so
Not physically transfer its power, but perhaps bestow its balancing effect. Jimjar kind of looks at you, smiles, and grins really wide. Any more?
Is he addressing just Samra or the entire party?
He's looking at Savra.
I'm gonna roll a d20. High, she does. Low, she doesn't.
Gamble for the gambling.
Well, 18's pretty high, so she very... Okay, so she's gonna take the card that's in her hand, put it, and like balance it on one of her bracelets on her left hand, and very slowly take one more from the top.
76.
What if it's I was gonna say, what if it's a really good card and you balance that on the card you already have?
Divide by 0. Okay. 31. I have decided, though, I decided at the beginning that, like, if she were to draw, like, multiple cards, she'd draw between 2 and 3. But then I just only did 1, and then it was like, well, let's just see how this goes.
The knowledge and dashing of a skilled agent echoes down the ages into you in the 6 of Swords. What skill do you want to be proficient in?
Oh, hell.
Hell yeah.
Didn't one of the boon options you got allow you to be proficient in a skill as well, but you picked something else?
No, I didn't.
Who was that?
That was
Never mind.
Meeps, and she took the
Okay.
one that gives her. I want to become Arcana. I want to understand magic better.
You are now proficient in Arcana.
Sweet.
The card kind of like fades out of your hand, like dissolves, and the little bits and pieces reform as a card in the deck. Like you see the whole deck like pop off of his hand into the air. All the cards shuffle in the air and land in his hand. Who's next?
So I was just gonna sit back.
Gonna,
Meeps
I guess,
jumps.
she's gonna stand up in the chair. She's small.
His
It's
hand,
okay.
the deck kind of, his hands are on the table again. The deck floats in front of Meeps.
And Meeps will study it for a second. I want her to take her hand and like push the top section off,
Mm-hmm.
like the top half.
Okay.
Take off 5 cards from what's left on the stack, and then pull the one underneath those 5.
Okay. So you're drawing one card.
For now.
Okay. Roll a d77. Yeah, you're gonna have to do it in
How do I do
Roll20.
that?
/roll space d77. 44. Jim Jar chuckles quite a bit as you pull this card from the deck. You gain a newfound love for gleaming, shiny objects.
I already have a love for gleaming shiny objects.
But now it's even stronger.
It's even stronger.
Does it
Oh, no.
rival
I was
Ziara?
gonna say, is it as strong as mine?
It just so now we have two Ziaras.
You have a permanent +4 to perception checks.
Oh.
That's
If-
bitchin'.
Damn!
If
That
you
is-
if the item is shiny, metal, gems, valuable, etc., you really want to try and keep that item.
Oh, so because of an obsession, or
Not an obsession, but it's just like a little bit of a kleptomania, but not much. You're not gonna like cause problems, but it's a little bit like Ziara,
When I get a
that
hold
may
of a
cause-
shiny object, I
where you're
want
just
the
like,
I was gonna
I
say,
think I'm
you
just
say
keep this.
you
Instead
say
of
that
like,
may not cause problems, but then you oh
say you get a shiny item that is absolutely worthless and people want to sell it, you're like, I'm gonna keep on it. That kind of thing.
Okay. But not feeling like the compulsion to steal from people, I think is what he's saying.
That is correct. That is correct.
Okay.
I'm not gonna see somebody wearing a nice necklace and be like,
That's mine now. Yeah, I know.
I want that.
If you get the item, like you try and keep the item if you can.
Okay. Meeps is going to fidget with her family pendant for a second. And put that top half that she took off earlier. Put it back. And pull a card off the bottom of the deck.
D77. It is the Six of Cups. As you draw the card, it dissolves. Like you get a glance of what the picture is, and it's the Six of Cups. But its ashes kind of like fly around you and whip around you, and suddenly manifesting in your hands, you have a bottle of rum appears in your hand, and suddenly there's a cutlass in your other hand. An eye patch appears on your head, and an amazing felt tricorn hat with an enormous scarlet feather just like apparates on top of your head, and a large parrot suddenly shows up on your shoulder. Crimson macaw.
It's almost as big as she is.
And
Mark,
you have-
Mark's just go like very wide.
You're basically pirate Meeps.
So I just have a pirate outfit.
You look like a pirate You look like a pirate. But you also know the next time you're at sea, a bargain for souls will be had.
Oh man, don't tell us that.
Oh, I gotta go across the sea to get home. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Do I have to keep this stuff?
You do.
On closer inspection, you notice that the Scarlet Macaw is actually a stuffed animal. For a split second, it looked real, but then you're like, wait, it's not moving, and you look closer, and it's just a really lifelike, like, little stuffed animal.
You just got like a midway prize.
Yeah,
I love it.
I have a plushie macaw, so this is extra funny.
You just got back from the Treasure Island Midway in Vegas. You took a kid's prizes. That's
How
That
great.
makes it
I can
extra
play
cute though
my
because Meeps is so short.
Yeah,
Mhm.
no, it's great. I
Meeps-
just imagine Meeps just
Yeah.
holding
Yeah,
the.
what
It's like I don't. It's like I don't hate this stuffed toy.
Hold on a second, I'm writing some of this stuff down. And I'm going to draw another
Mhm.
card.
Gotta barter souls, but hey, you got a pretty cool stuffed macaw.
And I got a bottle of rum. And a cutlass.
Which is essentially a rapier. A rapier that does slashing damage, not piercing. Like stats wise.
Is it just regular, like a regular sword, or is it
Yeah,
a toy?
it's an actual cutlass. You have an actual like pirate's cutlass.
I keep
Okay.
thinking of the cutlass, the car, so I'm just like thinking a car manifested in her little mousy palm.
She has a Hot Wheel.
Man, I got a stuffed animal and a Hot Wheel.
Yeah, she really did get
There's a better
prizes
dad
up in
than
this
mine.
way. That's
No,
No, we're
hilarious.
losing her. We're losing her.
Hold on. It was a +4 to perception. The first one.
Correct.
All right, and then it was 6.
Wasn't your perception already pretty good?
Yeah.
What is it at now?
Hold on. I think that's actually something I have double proficiency in.
Oh.
No, I don't. But I might as well now. It's now going to be +10.
Passive perception of 20. Prey animal. Alright, so the deck is still floating in front of you.
Yeah, I know. I'm just writing down the effects.
Man, where the fuck is this?
He's just going to put the whole deck back together in the nice neat
The
stack.
deck puts itself back together.
Oh, it puts itself back together? Okay.
Yeah.
Really want
It's just
something
floating in the air in front of you.
I want something super good.
Wait, how many?
She has drawn 2.
Well, you're probably not gonna answer it, but is there a limit?
Don't know.
He said take as many as you like, actually.
Oh
Oh,
god, Sarah will take the whole deck.
she's afraid! If she gets a good card, she'll probably move on. If she gets a bad card, no. But
Would you pick any card at this point?
she probably would, looking at what other people are getting. It's so her fear turns into, hey, I want that. Because I imagine so far both Meeps and Sabra's reactions have been pretty positive. No, like, oh no.
Well, I'm a little nervous about the sea.
Yeah.
Sorry, you can hear it. Oh, no problem. Is Fluke with me?
Yes.
Fluke, where do you think I should?
From the center.
From the center it is. And I will pull a card from the center.
Alright, roll a d77. Reroll any duplicates.
Ooh.
Sorry, my brother's being loud.
No, it's okay. I can't hear him. Hmm. Okay. The Page of Pentacles. A voice rings in your head, speaks softly to you. Loyalty is the key to everything. Who would Meeps say is the party member that has treated her the best?
Oh my.
I stripe my own character off the list.
Meeps will remember that. Meeps will remember that. Meeps will remember that.
Yes. Hey, we had good times as well.
That's a hard choice. It's a very hard choice.
Fluke.
Fluke is not.
Fluke doesn't count?
Fluke doesn't count.
Oh.
That's
You said
unfortunate.
Fluke and I was like,
Yeah, I was about to say, it's just like,
Fluke doesn't count.
Damn.
It has to be a player character, not an NPC.
That means Beard. Because he plays Fluke.
He is an NPC.
I know.
Gaming the system!
Oh gosh, I'm seriously not sure how to.
You should whisper it to Beard, just for the fun of it. So no one
If
knows.
you want,
I mean,
yeah.
I imagine the rest of us are gonna find out. I could be
Yeah,
wrong.
'cause I think somebody's gonna get something.
You don't know. You don't know.
Well, if they do, they may not know where it came from.
Mm-hmm.
Unless it's like something obvious, like a plushie on your shoulder.
The macaw flies over and lands on you.
And it squeaks.
You know what? I think I actually am gonna give it to Ziara.
Out of Gary, I am a little surprised because I thought you were gonna go for Marks.
They have a really good sibling relationship in my.
You know what? Yeah, I 100% agree. I honestly thought it was going to be Ruben. To be fair,
I like your reasoning though.
Rogue solidarity.
but the thing is, you know, it just reminds me of
Rogue
that.
mans.
I gotta say, I like it. It reminds me of that bit of dialogue from the Looney Tunes show. It's like, Daffy, you are the most selfish, narcissistic, annoying person I know in my entire life, and yet you're my best friend.
Aside from it, CRB, my character though, I love it because I know that if like they would give each other so much shit, but if it came to it, they would save each other.
They act like best friends. That's honestly, you know, it's like at first
it's an antagonistic friendship.
Yeah, I mean that's what having a best friend really is about.
Not always, but sometimes.
Not always, but no, you know, it's one of those things where it's just like you actively rib on each other or like, you know, fuck each other over, but then it's just like at the end of the day, yeah, I would take a bullet for this person.
Meeps, could you mute your microphone real quick?
Whoop.
Uh-oh.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
That choice gave me feels.
Oh, as it should.
Yes.
I'm also sad that my tablet is not working right now because my computer is being a butt. Otherwise, I'd be drawing so much this session because stuff is happening.
Hmm.
Is your iPad charged?
Yeah. I could draw on there, but it's
Not the same.
yeah.
You don't get the same feedback as if you were drawing on your actual tablet. Or what you're used to, I should say.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Like I can draw on my iPad, but it takes longer to do anything.
Yeah. I can understand that entirely.
I must get good.
I need to do the same.
One of my
I need to just draw in general. I haven't been able to.
you should. I want more. You
I
are.
miss drawing. I really do.
I think right now one of my biggest motivations to practice an iPad is so I can get better on paper for stuff like MFF.
Mm-hmm. If I want to get better on paper, I'm just going to start drawing in pen, because that's actually one of the best ways to get better with traditional.
Okay.
Well, okay.
Did you want to draw any more?
Oh, so
want to push?
I don't know what happened because she chose Yara.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
Welcome back.
Okay.
Thank you.
Muse is going to look at Jim Jar and say, "Which card do you think I should?"
Wait, what?
Muse is going to look at Jim Jar and say, "Which card do you think I should pick?" My last one.
He kind of smiles. He says, "One at random."
It's totally random.
He kind of nods a little bit.
Just gonna slide the deck across so that it spreads out and just grab something totally without thinking about it.
Mm-hmm. The Hermit.
Ooh. Major Arcana.
You recognize this card.
I do.
One of your party members had it. And he looks at Savra, kind of nods in her direction. The Oracle of Wisdom is at your disposal. You have but to ask, and the knowledge of your quandary will be revealed.
Mark's had that card too.
Know the answer to your next dilemma.
All right. I'm done.
The deck slides away from you. You see the cards explode into the air, the cards shuffle all over the place, and then land neatly into a pile. Gestures at the rest of you. Who next? Ruben, you feel someone tugging on your sleeve.
Gash?
Gash is tugging on your sleeve.
I'll ask him, what is it?
You can tell he's speaking Null, and you understand him. What is going on?
Do I understand him too?
Oh, jeez.
You all understand him.
It's complicated.
Is Ruben responding in Null? Or can I recognize that he's
Ruben reflexively answered in common.
okay. Just making sure.
And I guess while whoever's next draws their card and whatnot, I'll in length try to explain everything to Gab.
Okay.
And also apologize for all the weirdness.
Okay. So that means it's going to be Marks or Ziara.
I close my eyes with one paw and then I reach in. I won't pick the middle one, but I shove my hand in, or the top one. I shove my hand like kind of in the
deck
somewhere in the
kinda
middle at random.
meets you halfway as
Yeah.
you reach for it. Roll a d77.
Is it just slash roll and then
Slash roll space d77.
cool?
47! That's one more than my first one. I don't know what it means by my words are infectious, but So Beard, for clarity's sake,
Mm-hmm.
I feel compelled to balance the card on something, not something on the card,
Something
right?
on the card.
So like put something on top of the card.
Yes, you feel compelled to balance something on top of the card. Ziara, you see the 8 of Pentacles. And the Goddess of Rest imparts her favorite boon upon you.
Oh my god. She getting hooked the fuck up.
You now know that the amount of time you need for a long rest is halved.
So with that,
That's pretty great.
That's damn good.
so
you get
if
your
I
spells back when you do a short rest.
I like
No.
that.
No.
Oh,
No.
wait. No, yeah, your spells come back with a long rest.
Yep.
Her long rests are now half the time.
Mm-hmm.
So she's basically like an elf.
Mm-hmm.
So
it
what
takes-
Susie said is
3 to 5 hours of rest now instead of 6 to 10 hours.
That's awesome.
Which
so
means
what
you're prepared to protect people if we're all sleeping
Mm-hmm.
or some shit.
so that does mean what Susie said is true, that if I do short rest my spells come back?
No,
Short rests
because a
are
short
1 to
rest-
2 hours.
Yeah, they're
Oh.
They're distinctly different from long rests because of game balance.
Okay. I'm gonna put this in my can you type out the wording real quick, so just so I have it
Yeah,
in
1
my
second.
Buxby, I have a question for you.
what is it?
Do you know what the nudge tool is?
The nudge tool?
Yeah. Or have you heard of such thing?
No.
Damn it.
In clip,
Yeah.
I think it barely pushes whatever you have selected a little bit.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought you meant in game or something. But if it's like Photoshop, I think it's kind of like a weird smudging-ish thing, or not?
I'm just looking for like slightly like moving the view of the canvas, but I don't know what I need to do for that.
What do you mean moving the canvas though?
It's hard to explain without like just showing.
Okay.
I'm programming a controller for my
Hotkeys.
my hotkeys.
Oh.
I feel like I broke the rule of that card.
Yeah, you didn't break no rules.
Because I feel like... I'm sorry, I'm kind of thinking as I'm... Meeps is treated equally well by everyone else. The only one she has a different kind of relationship with is Ziara.
Mm-hmm.
And
She has a unique relationship with
and
Ziara.
I would argue that that is more important because it is different.
Mm-hmm. I agree. So fucking stoked to get punched by somebody.
Wait, what? You're so fucking stoked you could punch someone? Is that what you just said?
No.
She's so stoked to get punched by somebody, and I don't know why it just makes me fucking laugh.
Why are you stoked to get punched by somebody?
Oh, my stomach.
Because I have an ability I cannot wait to use.
Okay.
It'll be so fun.
God damn it.
They're gonna regret it, is what I'm saying. It's gonna be great.
The deck is still floating in front of you, and Jim
I-
Jar
Like my head.
says, "That was a good one." And
Yeah.
I know you have not had the best of experiences, but it all turned out to
Yeah.
be all right in the end.
Mm. I'll pick another one because this one wasn't bad.
Okay.
Heaps claps.
I kind of pout at you though, like was like, thank you.
48.
Oh, man.
Wait a second, hasn't
Please
48...
don't let me regret this.
Jim Jar's just laughing like this.
He's laughing really
No,
hard.
48 hasn't...
No regretty, please.
You die.
Yes. Turn into dust.
He said that there are no really bad ones.
He says there's nothing that's going to outright fuck the world and you. There's nothing
Kill
in
you,
this
yeah.
deck that will
So
kill
me,
you outright.
but it can
There's-
kill others?
There's nothing that will...
Because
So the way this deck works is there's nothing that will derail the campaign. There's nothing that will fuck out time and space. There's nothing that will kill your character straight up. But there are detriments and bonuses on both sides.
But okay, Beer, would that exclude my previous card? Because technically, that didn't outright kill anyone. It just
Don't know.
said it could happen.
Don't know. Don't know. You don't know.
That good old
Chestnut.
that favorite treat of Beard's. You don't know.
No, why?
Hmm.
Why does it have to be omnious?
You
Ominous.
feel an ominous
Ominous.
omen surround you. Oh no.
Yara's like, oh yeah, I did pretty good. Meeps is like, yeah, do again, go again. And she's like, okay, I'm going again. Oh. Uh-oh.
Mm.
Oh man, I want to know what that does.
Could be a wild ride.
His laughing kind
Ziara.
of stops. And he winks at you and says, "That one's not as bad as it sounds. It's hilarious, but it's not as bad as it sounds."
Mhm. Is it mean?
He kind of shrugs a little bit, still smiling.
What?
Oh, I
Do-
really
do-
wanted to-
Do I feel something now because of?
You felt a little bit of a chill, as like it was almost as if a cold breeze itself was blowing against you for a second.
Do I see anything with my cloak?
Nope.
Oh, okay. Hmm. I look at Meeps, like to be like, which if she tells me to try again or stop.
Ziara looks at you and points at the deck.
Meep shrugs.
Hmm. I reach out. I'm like, YOLO.
Roll again.
Okay.
I swear, if you roll 49, a reroll.
Yeah.
And Gash asks, "What's a YOLO?"
What's a YOLO?
What's a YOLO?
It's druidic. No one knows.
It's druidic.
I would think that would be Thieves' Cant. Doesn't Zero know Thieves' Cant?
No. She
Only-
knows
only
druidic, but
Rose
no one
know it.
knows it.
I just thought she might have from her background. Oh boy. He's kind of chuckling over there.
The Queen of Swords. Divinity seems to radiate off of you, but only you seem to notice.
Wow, I'm fucking pretty.
Okay, you say it like that.
Okay.
Okay.
Did you get a good one this time?
like open my arms like I'm shiny.
Mm,
I read that as being kind of a little shiny. I don't know if that's the right way to read that sentence.
divinity is like godhood.
Yeah.
Enlightened, so if anything, shiny isn't too far off.
I am the same, except I'm probably I imagine I'm a little shinier. Because I'm
Coat
pretty great.
shiny.
Yee.
I sit down back on my butt.
Okay. The deck explodes into the air, shuffles itself, and puts it back together. About this time, you've finished explaining things to Gash, Ruben. You basically told him about Jim Jar, like meeting him, traveling with him, and discovering when he disappeared and you got the coin that he never actually interacted with anyone, and no one knows who Jim Jar is, and that Jim Jar was an alternate name for a god, and that this deck bestows boons and not
I would
quite
have liked
as
that.
good boons, and kind of it's a gamble. And Gash has been staring at the deck while you've been talking, basically.
Okay, Ruben doesn't know if Gash is being offered a card as well, but regardless, he's gonna say, just like, it's risky.
He kind of nods.
Do I see any of this too?
Yes, you could tell that Ruben has been talking to Gash.
Could I send Gash a message and he'd understand it?
You have no idea, but you can try.
I'm gonna try.
while this is going on, Meeps is gonna ask Jimjar if he has any glasses.
Are you asking about vision glasses or drinking glasses?
Drink glasses.
Of course. You hear the sound of glass tinkling together, like clinking together, and you look down there to like bourbon cups right next to you.
Porns.
Drinking some rum.
Drink it. I'm also taking the eye patch off. I don't want it.
Just flip it up.
So I know this is like 3 different messages, but like I'm basically over the span of like the next couple
Seconds.
like 18 seconds. I just whisper these to him.
He didn't respond to any of them.
I didn't expect him to.
He didn't say anything back, but he kind of like looked at you when you sent the first one. And then when he didn't say anything back and you sent the second one, he kind of like nodded a little bit and looked back at the deck, but then he didn't respond to the third one.
Okay. Is Ruben or Mark's gonna take any cards?
Gash reaches forward and takes a card.
Ooh.
Oh.
I'm afraid.
I am too, but
I'm not gonna stop him.
Gash rolled a 21 for himself.
I feel like the music is taking sort of ominous sound.
You're kind of cutting out, Jelly.
Oh, really?
Yeah, your mic was not.
Like it was struggling to keep
The world.
to try to register you.
Oh no!
As Gash pulls this card and looks at it, you see a red pentagram, an upside down pentagram, erupt from the card with the image of Baphomet in it. And as Baphomet, this small fiery entity of Baphomet erupts from this card, you suddenly see Yinagu erupt from underneath it as well. And the two of them actually start tearing into each. These two little fiery, smoky, ashy entities just start tearing at each other until they tear each other into nothing. And then it just dissipates. And Gash kind of like drops the card and like looks around. And,
I'm just looking at
Jim Jar
Gash.
kind of like shrugs. Hey, the fates are kind sometimes. And Gash reaches forward again.
Ruben looks visibly what's the word?
So far, everyone's
Tense?
taken 3 cards.
Stress.
I took 4.
Oh, you did?
I guess Marks will finally take a card.
1 second.
Gash just
Gash
drew
is
one.
drawing.
Oh, right.
He whimpers a little bit as when he draws it. You all hear Jim Jar chuckle a little bit.
No, leave our boy alone.
The God of Luck smiles and laughs at you for drawing this card. Every single one of you draw. Suddenly, a random card pulls itself out of the deck and shows it to each of you. I will get to that in a minute.
Oh dear God! What has he done?
Oh, I'm pretty sure somebody's got
I
like
need
the...
everyone to roll a d77.
Okay, here we go.
Ruben?
Totally will not end badly.
And Savra. Okie dokie. No duplicates, no duplicates. Okay, we'll do Gash first.
I love these roleplay heavy things, da 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 da, and we haven't even gotten back to our sanctuary.
Nope, we have.
We're on our way. We just got interrupted.
Yeah, and we're like frozen in time right now.
Frozen in time and space.
But
Gash.
so is everyone else, basically.
The card that appears in front of Gash is the Queen of Cups. And as he does so, it kind of gets really heavy in his hand, and he puts it down, and rising up out of the card is a little mug. Little mug. It's finely gilded. It's got like gold leaf painted on it, and it's got some steam coming off of it. And it looks like an exquisite, delicious cup of hot chocolate. You can smell that it's spiced with cinnamon and cayenne pepper. IRL
Jealous?
What?
He got a mug
Wait a
of
minute.
Mexican hot chocolate.
Wait a second. He's a dog. Dogs can't have chocolate.
I think kinda like-
This is a death trap.
No,
Definitely not a
it's
dog.
the
Reaches-
murder card.
He reaches
Oh,
forward and he holds it. And he looks up at Jim Jar. Jim Jar kind of like motions to drink it, and then he looks over at Ruben.
It's carob. It's fine.
Wait, who looked over to me?
Gash is looking at you with the mug
Your
in his
pup.
hands.
Your puppy.
I guess he'll nod at him as well, indicating that if you want to, go for it.
He kind
Can
of
drink
brings
if
it
you
to
want
his lips and drinks. And he drinks some, probably about half the cup, and he puts it back down. And you can see the level inside it rise. And like, and then you hear him speak a language you have never heard, any of you have ever heard, but you understand what he says. That tastes very interesting.
Oh,
Whoa!
You don't know what language that is. You've never heard it. He picks up the mug again and looks at Jim Jar. And then he motions towards Ruben. Ginger says, "It's your card." Ruben, Gash hands you the cup. He's holding out the mug towards you.
Aww. Aww.
Good pupper.
Yeah, I'll take a drink.
You take a drink and you bring it back, and it's spicy and cinnamony hot chocolate. And your cup raises, and then Gash pushes the cup towards down the line. Like he's pushing it for you to trade it to the next person.
Like everyone takes a sip.
I do so.
All right. Would each of you take a drink?
Marks would. He trusts his
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll
friends.
take a drink.
I'll take a drink.
It makes it down the line, and at the end of it, you all know you can now speak Celestial and Infernal.
Oh, what?
Wow, y'all
Kind
can.
of-
I just gained a single language from that. Everyone to two.
Oh
Celestial and Infernal. That's awesome. Mark's gained too, because now he can speak Common, Giant, and the other languages.
So this was my starting, and now I get this.
I bet you that's pretty cool, though.
That's Gash. We'll go with Mark's next. Mark's reroll.
Oh, hang on.
It's a repeat.
Okay. Wait. Did I
He
roll?
rolled-
No,
though.
you rolled a 77, not a D77.
Oh, okay.
He rolled a 44 though earlier.
He did.
But it's a duplicate.
It's a duplicate.
Oh, sorry. I missed that part.
Okay, that was from like the card that was just randomly came up, right?
Yes.
hmm
Okay, gotcha.
You haven't chosen your actual card yet.
Gotcha.
Maybe. I don't know. We don't know.
Roll a D77, Marks.
Again?
Yeah, you rolled a straight up 77 instead of a D77. There we go.
There we go. All right.
No, it's okay. A 9. 9!
9.
Marks, you are very
Dang, critical
familiar
roll.
with this card.
Oh no.
It's kind of nice to have it again.
Oh.
Every time you say like, oh,
You
blah, blah,
recognize
blah,
this
it's
card. Oh, I'm fucked!
familiar. This is me every time I hear it. Every time. I don't like this game.
Because Marx is the thing is the reason I say it like that is it's like Marx is not good at iambic pentameter. Very much is he bad at that.
He tries though.
He did try his best, and I think he cheated it a bit.
Be right back.
Oh! Oh! You'll like this one, Ziara.
Okay.
Death!
None of these cards can hurt you.
Said they couldn't kill us. But
Oh my
they
god,
did
it's
say
like
they couldn't.
it's
You
like
got-
that meme where it's like someone's talking to their therapist, like, "Oh, this thing isn't real; it can't hurt you," and then,
And then it's right there. Ziara.
And it
The
punches
three of-
its own fist.
The Three of Wands. The spellcasters of the world silently tip their glasses to you as you join their ranks. I need you to go into your character sheet, and I need you to decrease your strength, dexterity, and constitution by 1 point, and increase your intelligence, wisdom, and charisma by 1 point.
okay, hold on. Strength, dex, and
Yeah, it decrease the top 3 stats by 1, and increase the bottom 3 stats by 1.
You're transferring from top to bottom.
my dex.
Yep, you lost a point in dex. You didn't lose any in constitution, but you also didn't lose any in strength. But
Well,
you
that's
did
good because my
gain-
strength is fucking garbage.
You did gain a wisdom point.
I feel smarter.
You gained a modifier in wisdom.
That is okay.
So Ziara is just squishy now. Squishier.
No,
Talking about the hot chocolate made me want to
It-
get that cake I bought the other.
it only really affected my dex and wisdom, and my dex was already at 20.
So she lost a modifier only on her dex, and she gained a modifier on her wisdom. Which is fine,
okay.
because she's a spellcaster. Sort of. And
Okay.
her physical stats don't matter all that much, because wild shape.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
That's Ziara, Mark's, and Jelly's turn.
Mm-mm.
Wait, didn't we just get the thing? Is somebody drew that we would have a random card?
This
though?
is the random
Yes.
card.
Yeah,
I have to resolve all these random cards first.
Oh, okay.
Oh no.
Who's this card gonna be
You
for?
all watch
Me.
as Meeps, when she
Oh.
looks at her card, which is the moon. Her eyes, her mouth kind of goes slack, and her eyes go completely black and look like they're
Holy crap!
they look like they're full of stars.
Shit.
Meeps.
Oh,
How many of
man.
these do we have?
Meeps. When you read this card, your world turns black. Everything around you is black. The world fades out.
Oh.
And as an entity strides into the black, out of the blackness in front of you, he's got his hands tied behind his back, or held behind his back. It's Jimjar. He's in a very fine outfit. It looks like a generic, like, thieves outfit, but it's got, like, gold and velvet, and, like, there's bits of finery on there.
He's got some filigree on him.
And he's striding up to you with his hands behind his back. He says,
Stick
all the ones to draw this, you draw this. I find that a very good flight of fancy. I shall grant you 2 boons. What do you wish for? You have 2 wishes.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. I didn't want to say anything.
shit.
Yeah, I didn't want to say anything because Marks has that.
This one's
So-
this one's a little different. This one you have to do right here. You do
Okay.
Do it right now?
You do not have 2 wishes that are liquid. You have 2 wishes. You have 2 currency of wishes that must be spent now in the presence of divinity.
You can spend both on one, or get 2 individual ones.
Or you could wish
Maybe you
for
won't-
like 5 different tiny little things and hope 2 wishes is enough. Or if you want a bigger wish, something that you think is more valuable, say, I'm willing to use both of my wishes for this wish to come to pass. And if you do that, maybe he smiles upon you, says, oh, that only took 1. Or if you ask for something big and say 1, he fucks you.
Or say, and hear me out here, as a player, if you want to get really juicy with your deal, you could also offer up what you have and haven't shared with the party. Just saying.
She could, but technically those are not hers to bargain with. So she could, but you don't know what would happen.
It's true. So never mind. Ignore me.
Would you like me to continue on while you think?
Yes, please.
Very well.
My turn.
Not yet. Ruben's before you.
Oh.
Ruben rolled before you.
Oh, okay. Oops.
Ruben is sitting cross-armed through all of this. He's so skeptical.
It's like I didn't even want a card, and yet here I am having one.
Ruben, the card in front of you is the Chariot. The wind is a fickle creature and likes to play pranks. You feel it has a prank in store for you.
Frown. Very big frown.
Poor Ruben.
Okay. Now it's Savra.
Now it's me.
28.
Let's see what this is.
Oh no.
Really.
Oh, this is great.
I don't know if he's sarcastic.
3 of Swords. The god of curiosity gives you his pet. You notice.
I'm sorry.
You notice the card is now yours. It is. You can you know that this card is yours permanently. This is
Jesus
your card.
Christ. Now I have to add another one.
This is your card to keep. The 3 of Swords. But you also notice that the edge of the corner of the card, as you hold on to it, the edge bends and points at Jimjar.
I look at Jim Jar slowly and cautiously.
Jim Jar looks at you, looks at the card, and grins really widely. He you see Jim Jar kind of like sidle to the side, like lean to the side, and so you notice the corner of the card is bending further to point at Jim Jar. And Jim Jar leans the opposite way. The edge of the corner of the card bends as it keeps itself pointed towards Jim Jar.
Mm-hmm.
Is Jim Jar your pet?
I don't know. I'm not responsible enough to have a god as a pet.
Jim Jar says, "Hopefully you like interesting things."
Huh?
I don't find a lot of interesting stuff with that.
Oh, okay.
And is that all 5? Yeah, that's all of you.
From Gash.
That's just from Gash. Gash kind of like bows his head a little bit and pulls his arms to himself and kind of like leans away from the deck. You just hear him say very softly, "I'm sorry."
I didn't say any of that as player.
Oh, I know.
Character.
But that's what Gash is doing. Like he
I will reassure him that he has nothing to be sorry for. I'm not happy about my car, but I'm not gonna say it.
That would leave Marks who has not taken their draws? I think it's Marks
And
Me-
Ruben.
And Ruben.
Marks and Ruben. We got the random ones, but Marks will go ahead and take a card.
All right. D77. I have not scrolled down. A 20. Marks,
Mm-hmm.
I need you to roll a 1d2. 1d2. And I need you to do that until you have rolled a 2 3 times.
I'm sorry. A 2 3 times.
Keep going.
Okay.
You can also hit up on the arrow key and hit enter.
Oh.
Holy shit.
8 rolls.
What happened?
You age 18 billion years.
Oh no!
The card you drew was Judgment. The god of luck now challenges you.
Oh shit.
You drew 8 more cards. And you basically, as soon as you drew that card, a coin appeared in Marx's hand. And Marx knew he had to flip it.
Damn. Okay.
Every time he flipped a card, or every time he flipped the coin, he drew again. So you drew 7 cards because you flipped a tails the 3rd time on the 7th after the 7th draw. So you flipped a 2, drew a card, 1 card, 1 card, 1 card, 2 card, 1 card, 2, nothing. 1 card and then 2, nothing. So you drew 7 out of the 8. So you drew 7 cards. So please roll 7
Okay.
D77. Roll roll 7077. Yeah, that's the one I was looking for. Okay. Are there any duplicates in there? Yes. Roll 17077 again, because there's a single duplicate. Okay. So, I'm going to go in numerical order here. So you have a 8, 25, 29, a 32, a 35, a 57, and a 73. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay.
God of Luck challenges me. you know, you could say just his luck. Thank goodness the boy just rolls with the punches.
Five. Okay. Okay. This is turning out
I can hear you
very
smiling.
interesting. Oh. Alright.
I've gotten to a point in the music where I think it's playing Fable music.
I'm sorry.
I need to open my DMG. This is taking a while because there's so many cards.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. I don't think you'll be drawing again, though.
I don't think Mark should. I think Mark should be like, I think I drew enough. It's like, can anybody want these cards? Like,
Why can't I
I
hold all
wouldn't
these
say
cards?
Gee whiz, Marks, how come your mom lets you have 8 cards?
because because both my moms gave me these cards. I gotta figure out what to do with this keychain that you gave me, Susie, because I don't know what to use.
Oh, it's 3.5. Oh my god.
3.5.
Hold on. Give me a second.
That's fine.
Okay. I will keep that link open. Alright, 35 is the next one.
This one's a bit of a doozy, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm stuck.
This is definitely Fable music.
Mm-hmm.
I recognize it. I know exactly what town this is as well. It's like a forest jungle town with werewolves.
Mm-hmm.
And the house you get is like an A-frame teepee sort of house.
Mm-hmm.
Oh jeez, I'm terrified. Also, now I really want a toasted Reuben.
Why would
Looking
you
at
want
that
to set
sandwich
fire to your friend?
No, I'm looking at
Blair.
the sandwich that Jelly posted, and I'm just like, oh, so tasty.
That just made me think of a Reuben that was high.
I
Toasted Reuben.
mean, I'm pretty sure marijuana, narcotics do exist in every other thing.
They do.
So, like,
Ruben would never.
Marks wouldn't either. I mean, willingly, anyways.
Alright, are you guys ready for this chunk of fucking information?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm going to put it in Discord so that it doesn't, like, cut up, in Roll20, but I'm also going to post it in Roll20.
Okay.
Oh, hey, it copy-pasted pretty damn well in, Roll20.
Oh, good.
Okay. You feel something very ominous just happened. You are constantly alert and guard.
Guts think you need help.
Page of
So
Swords,
with the 8 of strength, strength, you feel like something very ominous just happened. So you are constantly alert and on guard is not a character quirk. It's basically you know something really awful and ominous is going down. Like you got deja vu, like a premonition kind of thing. Page of Swords. The gods think you need help. You're not sure what it means, but you have the feeling that someone is going to be helping you. The God of Trust gives you his pet. While this card is on your person, if you pull it out, if there's anyone who entertains mutinous or murderous thoughts for you or your party, it will fly through the air and stick to their head. And if there's more than one person, they'll fly between their heads.
Oh.
The Seven of Swords. You are so quirky. You get to choose a personality trait from 3.5.
Wait, what is that?
Right, hold on. which is a list right here that you can take your time going through. There's a lot of them. They come with bonuses and detriments. I will personally translate anything on there into 5th edition. So if you just like glance through them on your spare time, I will give you one of those. You get to choose one. The 10 of Swords. You receive a vision from a Gorgon, and it curses you. You now have a -1 penalty to all saving throws.
God damn it.
I will change your Roll20 character sheet to reflect that. Global saving throw modifiers now is 0 because you have the Luck Stone equipped, I think, or a Ring of Protection or something. The 4 of Wands. A lord has taken notice to you, and you now have a +6 bonus to Persuasion. So you can program that in, as well as anyone else who got bonuses to their stats. Make sure you plug that into your sheet.
I'm gonna need some help doing all this.
For all of this, Marks, you can just copy paste it. The only one that actually requires stat changes is the +6 in the saving throw. So let me do that +6 real quick. You have a +6 to Persuasion. There you go. Your Persuasion skill is now as if it was a proficiency. And you also know that you now have a keep in your name.
Okay. Wait a minute. So hold on.
You have a
I
castle.
have the same.
What?
So wait a second. You just gave me 73, which Meeps already has. Do I have to roll again?
Nope. That one is not one that the duplication rule applies to.
Oh, okay.
So you saw. So you had a pirate outfit manifest on you. Your Scarlet Macaw is not the red one; it's a blue one. So I guess it wouldn't be a Scarlet Macaw. I don't know what those are called.
Fix.
Pix Macaw. Okay, thank you.
Blue.
Blue.
I think that's what it is.
So yeah, on the surface somewhere there is a keep with your name on it. But you don't know where or who owns it, or if it's preoccupied or what. And that is your
God.
So hold on. Wait, Mark says a keep? I don't see.
the 4 of Wands. A lord has taken notice of you. Gain a +6 bonus on Persuasion, plus a small keep.
Oh, plus a small keep. Okay.
The keep must be attended by the drawer, you, or someone faithful to you, or be quote-unquote captured. The DM chooses whether or not to keep whether or not the keep is already occupied.
Okay. So.
And the next time you set sail and are at sea, there will be a bargain for souls.
God for both of you. Jeez Louise.
Okay, let me go ahead.
Alright, wall marks. Did you need anything specific, Sprite, for that?
I'm looking at like the
personality traits.
Personality trait, yeah.
So now that Marks is done drawing, you all see him like have a range of emotions as card after card appeared in front of him as he was flipping coins. And with the last as he appeared in a pirate's outfit, very similar to Meeps, he flips the coin, it lands on tails, and the cards stop coming.
Meeps goes, "Ay!"
And the cards stop coming, and the cards stop coming.
And as the deck reshuffles itself, Jimjar smiles and grins. The deck floats to place itself in front of Reuben.
Reuben has been sitting with his arms crossed this entire time and just looking at Jimjar. That's not saying anything yet. Just.
He just grins and shrugs.
still have the first card, you know.
I know.
These are special circumstances. I will draw one card.
Very well.
Shit.
47. Bless you.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Ruben is seeming very reluctant about all that.
Roll again. Roll again.
I said roll again.
As Ruben reaches out to the deck, is about to draw, you see it suddenly pull away and shuffle. And go towards him. He kind of raises an eyebrow. He goes to draw again, and it pulls away and shuffles once more. And presents itself, and Ruben is just like, what the fuck? And finally just reaches out and yanks a card off the top.
Okay. I added a
Page of Swords. The gods think you need help. The picture on the card is a picture of Gash.
I need to use the facilities.
He is... You are... There's a very famous, iconic, like, trope for a deity to pose to be standing in like iconography, where they're kind of just standing there with their eyes closed and one of their hands is down with their palm facing the viewer of the art, and then someone's like kneeling, like reaching up and taking hold of their hand or like presenting an item or something. Ruben is standing on the card, kind of like with the hood up, his head, his face visible, but he's got like a calm expression on his face. And Gash is currently kneeling on the ground in front of you, holding up a sword.
I'm
Permanent friend.
Are these cards announced to everyone?
Not really. Their effects are not really announced to others except for the drawer, but everyone can see the face.
Oh, okay. I was gonna try and hide it, but everyone's already seen it. Then I'm just gonna quietly grab it and put it in my pocket, I guess, without saying much.
Jimjar kind of like chuckles, nods, and as the deck kind of comes away from you, Gash actually reaches out one last time.
God, I thought about doing that.
No. Why is it just going down?
Oh my god. Stop. There's a new optional buy for Bloodborne.
Yeah?
Give
Topher
me.
warned me about this.
Give me.
Wait, what? What about Bloodborne? I just got back.
There's a Kickstarter for the Bloodborne board game, and so far, right now, they have added 3 optional buys, which cost extra money. But it's a lot more minis and a lot more tiles and whatnot, and I'm just like, it's Bloodborne. I want it.
This is the same company that did the Dark Souls board game, I believe. By the way, this board
I would
game
not.
is.
I don't know, but I wouldn't be surprised.
What's the company?
I don't know. I'm just there for the minis.
I will look at it in a minute and I'll let you know. But I'm
Alright.
pretty
Didn't
sure.
they come out with a Bloodborne board game though?
No,
card game, which is
Oh,
apparently
card
one
game.
of the best.
I have it, but I haven't been able to play it because you need 3 players minimum.
You should bring it to MFF.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yes. No, she's not gonna have it by then. She'll have it by the next.
No,
No, the card game.
Oh, the card game. Yeah,
Oh my
bring it.
god. Look
Anyways,
at these minis.
So, Gash drew the card, and you can tell the card is the Hanged Man.
Oh.
And
Oh.
this is the effect.
Oh, that's not. Well,
Yeah.
that didn't
The Hanged
sound
Man is not
really
really
bad.
someone who's dead and hanging. It's the Hanged Man as in somebody who's hung up on something in their life, kind of meaning for the tarot card.
Right.
That's what the tarot card means, I believe.
I mean, usually it has
and-
to do with sacrifice.
As he looks at it, 2 more cards come out of the deck in front of him.
Oh, I'd love one. Jesus Christ, this looks so cool.
Eh? Oh! Oh!
You're looking at the Kickstarter now, aren't you?
Ooh!
Okay, I just got 2 more
What?
cards.
And then the other card is this one.
I love this board game, but
The Bloodborne one.
yeah, I would love it, but I'm like thinking to myself, do I really need it?
I love Bloodborne. And most of the figurines are like crazy expensive anyway, so I'm like, give me these minis. I'll pretend I just have a lot of Bloodborne figurines.
Mm-hmm.
Guys.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Doing more dumb shit. By dumb shit, I mean continuing on a thing. So I put it in Saturday draws.
Hooray!
She getting
Cute.
Cute. Piercing.
touched me. Piercing. I need to fix her neck a bit though, but yeah. Just a whip right now.
I like it.
She
And
drew a
his
very
last
special
card,
card, apparently.
and his last card was this.
I just see Mark's raising his glass.
Marks does pick up the hot chocolate mug from before and kind of like motions at Gash happily and takes a sip and puts it back down. And then he blinks for a second, like, what?
The fuck did I do?
Cool. Are we done here?
I
I
actually
have my wishes.
I actually poked Beard that I
Mhm.
would want to draw another one because I like my cards, but none of them affect me.
Same.
So
Like I had an idea.
I will do Jelly's last, essentially. So
I kind of
Jelly,
want to use.
keep yours in mind. So the deck. Oh, go ahead, Marks.
I kind of want to use the wish to like get rid of the penalties that I've accumulated, but at the same
That's
time,
fine. Like you can attempt to wish for that.
Yeah, attempt.
The deck pulls away from Gash, and it kind of sits in the center of the table.
Take a deep breath, and I take one from the bottom, and I just whisper in Infernal that I'm picking this one for song.
All right, roll a
And I know that-
d77.
I know
Death.
that they can.
No!
God, just watch. It's gonna be something like that.
And then Ziara, are you also going to?
Yeah.
Didn't someone already roll 36?
Hold on, I'll look.
And it's like you get the most horrible card of like the person you love the most will not remember you.
No.
I'm sure there's
I will
nothing like
forget
that
about
in here.
myself.
But if I made this deck, you can bet your ass it would have some horrible fucking stuff in it.
There is in the original. There is some pretty awful stuff in it, but Beard
Oh,
has
yeah.
taken out the stuff that would hurt us too badly.
John did. This is John's deck.
Oh, this is John's construction. Because there's things that can like uproot whole campaigns in the original.
Yeah, such as being teleported to another plane of existence and trapped into a gem. I don't know, just random idea.
And Ziara, did you reach out and grab a card as well?
Yeah.
Has something to do with intimidation. Well, cool. I'm not taking any more. We have spent the entire time talking to this guy. Talk about it. Literally nothing gets done except talking to this guy.
Yeah. I would have stopped rolling, but the main reason is like because of the cards I got to say something, but I don't know what they do. So in my head, to ZR is like, oh, they don't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
Ziara, that is your card. Oh, fuck! Okay.
Wait, she also got the King of Pentacles?
Oh, what? No. It didn't copy-paste the right thing. There we go.
The star.
Oh, it's me.
Ziara, you felt your wisdom increase by 2.
Whoa.
I like that.
You feel druidic entities smile upon you as you do that.
Oh, I like this. Okay, cool.
Anything else?
No.
We've
Part
got
of me is like,
reading.
keep gambling. Part of me, another part is like, you had a really bad card before, though.
And I really don't want to hit the minus to all saving throws. So I'm done.
No.
Sorry.
You had to
Oh.
remind me of that.
Well, I mean, it's not something you should forget because
Of
that could
course it's
either
not. I gotta get.
probably
yeah.
kill you.
Oh,
I know
Uh.
that's what I'm gonna try to see if I can use the one wish that I actually have to possibly make it so that Mark's because like Mark's is probably gonna feel really bad about that.
I have one question for Jim Jar before we do Meeps thing, because it's
Mhm.
something quick. The radiation thing, the divinity seems to radiate off of you. Does Jim Jar see it, or is it
Yep.
just me?
No idea.
I want to ask him.
You ask him, and he kind of smiles and grins really wide, and he winks at you and says, "You'll find out."
I squint in my eyes. Keep squinting and not say anything.
Okay. Meeps.
Sorry for blowing to the mic. Oops.
So you kind of like sit down in front of Jim Jar and start going,
You put me in some precarious positions. Did I even?
You are cutting out really bad.
I don't know why.
It's
Because you're
Better.
talking really quietly.
Hello. Better. Hello.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. You're putting me in some precarious situations.
He shrugs a little bit without unfolding his hands from behind him.
Are we back in the weird space thing where nobody else is?
Yeah, you haven't left.
Keep trying to find out about Faye, Luke, and talk to those angels. They said that I needed to go to Stillwater. So I want to know more about the Fae and about. So that's it. That's what I'm gonna wish for. If it takes both of them, that's fine.
DM to player, what do you mean?
I don't know. I don't know exactly what it is that I need, but I want to know more about Fluke. I want to know how he works, I guess. Since that he's changed. But not just for that, I just want to know as much about him as I possibly can.
It takes one wish. And you know this. Jim Jar
One
kind
of
of
the
nods.
two?
He unfolds his hands and he snaps his fingers. And you know that one of your two wishes got taken.
Okay.
He folds his hands behind his back.
I don't suddenly have knowledge in my head or something.
When we're done, and you return, it'll come to you.
Right? I don't know how much wishes are worth.
Imagine you're sitting in front of a genie.
Hmm. It's caught between two things.
You can always ask your party.
On the one hand, I want to ask for some kind of treasure that will help us against the... I guess this is out of character. On one hand, I want to ask for some kind of treasure that can help us against the demon lords. And on the other hand, I want to ask to undo what happened at home.
You have... These are wishes just for you, is my argument. So I think you should do something that will help your home as a player. Do what Meeps wants to do.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess she will ask Jemdar, can I use my second wish to undo what happened at my home?
Kind of mulls it over a little bit.
Reminder, what happened at home?
A lot of people were killed as
Including her uncle.
demon-possessed...
And the king.
Oh shit.
Demon-possessed dwarves were sent through the town, attacking it, etc.
Mm-hmm.
And he says reversing it is more power than a single wish can take. But doing some help to restoring what once was is within its power. If that is what you wish.
I want to use that wish to help Meadowland in any way that it can be helped.
He unfolds his hands, snaps his fingers, folds his hand behind him. He nods. He says, keep your coin with you. It's nice to have a follower again.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna hang on to it for quite a while.
He grins, nods. You see him fade. His blackness returns to your sight. And then color fades back in and you're sitting at the table as Ziara and Sabra both pull one last card from the deck. And as they look upon their cards, Jimjar looks at you all. Well, hopefully you are all satisfied with how your fate has been chosen. Just
Better
know
than last time.
that your fate is your own. Sometimes it is in the dice, true, and you see him shake his hand and throw it and a bunch of dice fall out. A lot of them land on their corners and stick up on their corner. Stand up on their side. Some of them show the high face, some of them show the low. And he says, just remember, it's all about how you interpret those dice rolls of fate. How you choose your life. What things you decide to follow. What you don't. Kind of puts his hand back on the table and all the ones on their corners fall. And they all show the high face.
Excuse me.
Just remember, what you're doing is affecting a lot of folk. Material plane, immaterial plane. Demon lords should not be outside of their own home. Upheavals and coups and bad things tend to happen when someone's not at home. When an entire realm is their home. Keep working. You'll get a reward. And he grins and nods. With that, you see the color around you kind of like bleed out. As everything goes dim, you start seeing stars pass by you, and they're multicolored. And they're just whipping by you at high speeds, and slowly they turn white. And then everything slows down and stretches and like contracts from stretching until suddenly you find yourself standing in the middle of the outpost. Seraphine and Elida are nearby. Their eyes are really wide open, just kind of like staring at you, and you can see Song is leaning up against a wall nearby. She's got a big grin on her face as she looks at Sabra.
I just grin back at her.
Took you long enough.
I really wanted to ask him something, but I only thought of it when we left.
You could ask Meeps.
No way!
Oh. Yeah. Did you say I could ask Meeps?
You always ask Meeps. She's got a coin.
Oh, right.
You've seen her ask the coin questions before.
I forgot, did we ever ask the coin about the stupid money pouch I got?
Yes.
If he has anything to do with it, because I don't remember.
It stayed on its edge.
But... Oh, okay.
And with that, that is where we will end the session. That's fitting music and fitting juxtaposition. What were you gonna say, Sabra?
Just that, before, like, everything wraps up, it's just like, so we have someone new. We'll pick up an introduction to be safe for.
You have someone new?
Yeah. Gash.
Oh, yeah. Gash is looking a little weirded out. And people were giving him a strange look. But yeah, that's today's session.
Literally the only thing that happened in today's session is we all took a rest and then teleported back.
Yep.
And gambled.
And
no, gambling. It happened in another in time and space.
Oh no, yeah. So... in real life terms, yeah, you guys are. No time was lost whatsoever. But the hour or two that you were with Jimjar, does it exist? Who knows?
So anyway,
whole session devoted to teleporting. That's it.
I mean, hey.
Somehow I feel like Beard had this planned for a while.
Almost as if I had planned.
Almost.
I tried to figure out a different way of saying it, but I was just yeah. I've had it planned for a very long time. It helps that things happened the way they did, so it happened in a much more different manner. But Jimjar has been the dealer since day one.
That fucker.
Jimjar was the dealer before you met him in the stockades. Because I knew I wanted you guys to draw from the deck of many things, and I kind of knew where I might have wanted it to happen, due to how things happen in Gracklestug and the magical effects there. I'm like, oh, that's a great juxtaposition. And about then, I'm just like, oh, I know when it can happen again. This will be fun. It's much earlier this time than when I was initially planning on it, but that's because it was more thematic than when I was originally thinking about it. If it happened when I originally planned, it would kind of break some tension and some excitement. So,
Well, I had a great time. This was really fun.
Yeah, it was pretty fun.
I'm glad you guys got to see Jim Jar again. I'm glad Jim Jar came
I'm
back.
I'm glad. I'm honestly glad we got to
Me
see
too.
Jim Jar again too. Marks was definitely happy. That's
Did
for sure.
any of you see Jim Jar coming as the dealer?
Hell no.
No, I
But
didn't.
looking back on it, that seemed it is a very Jim Jar thing.
Yeah, totally.
Oh,
But
none of you thought that was going to be JimJar?
I
No!
didn't. I had no. I honestly didn't see it coming.
I thought Jim Jar was going to be some
You
other
didn't
character
pay.
that you pick up.
You really didn't pay any there really wasn't a build up or like any heat. It's just like, oh, he was Sequoian all along, and then all of a sudden it's just like, okay, and then here's a bunch of other stuff. So it's like if anything, there's a lot of other things that distracted us to really make us think it's like, oh yeah, he's gonna come back. So if anything, well fucking played, DM.
I mean, I thought
Yeah.
that he would be relevant at some point again, but not as the dealer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I assumed he'd be.
I
like,
figured he might like come back after we finish, this main quest and move on to other things.
Yeah, I was thinking he was gonna come back too, but like not as the dealer. It was just. Gonna say.
I'm just glad I have no cards that tell me someone's gonna die.
Well, I have a card that possibly makes it easier for me to die now. Though I want to use the last wish that I have because I want to see if I word it right with Marks. But...
All right, yeah, just send me that in text over Discord, and I will let you know what happens. Jelly will talk about your wishes in private as well, since we'll have
that's
more
really
time
cool.
to talk about it off of stream and stuff. Whoa! That's really fucking cool!
Is that
look-
her doing the Misty Step thing?
Yep.
Holy
Hell
shit, is that
yeah.
what she looks like when
That's
she does it?
really good.
The tone, the color of her fur is permanently shifted a little bit to the gray side, and she has a white streak now. But the blue eye, and she does it.
So, Beard, I also realized that there was something that we were overlooking with that boon. Is that it's a one-time use recharge on short rest.
That is correct, which is why she got a homebrew version.
What's the homebrew version again?
It is an action to cast Misty Step, and you can do it however many times you wish.
Damn!
It's not a long rest thing, because having it take an entire action is not broken as fuck at all. Like, think about it. You literally can't do... You're a rogue of all classes. That is not broken at all for a rogue to do, because they can't do shit. Because you can't attack with a bonus attack, because you have to use the attack action with a main hand weapon to use the bonus action attack.
Hey, hun, I have some bad news for you.
Hmm.
I might have broke it.
How?
I gave myself haste.
That's one attack per turn, yes.
Takes up a spell slot.
That's
in
a
order
spell
to
slot that you have to cast. That's a concentration check you
Oh,
have to
I
pass.
know, I'm just saying.
It's a finite resource.
I did give myself haste.
And
That is the
also,
spell I
after
took.
10 rounds, you lose an entire turn, which the monsters will jump on.
Mm.
But yes, speaking of, if anyone else, since we talked about this after most people went to bed, with your epic boons, I kind of like put a descriptor at the very top, like right at the end of everything. Oh, these are draws. Whatever boon the character ends up with, consider its place in your story in the world. Many of the boons are extraordinary and represent the gradual transformation of the character into something resembling a demigod. The acquisition of a boon might visibly transform a character. For example, the eyes of a character with the boon of true sight might glow when he or she feels strong emotion, or a character who has the boon of high magic might have faint motes of light glimmering around his or her head. Also think about how the boon first appears, etc. So if you want cosmetic changes for your character, you are more than welcome to do it. As we see with Meeps, she is now slightly more gray. She has a white streak through her hair, and her eyes glow blue when she uses Misty Step. Are you going to say all this takes effect on the first time she uses Misty Step? And she looks completely normal right now?
I think her coat is going to slowly shift to the gray side, but the white streak and the blue eyes will be a thing
After
for
the first
Misty
one?
Step.
Okay.
I still have no idea how I'm doing Sophros.
You should have it as a temporary thing for like an hour or two. Like, look like the porcelain thing that we discussed.
Well, yeah, but
Was
I mean, like, how, like, what does it manifest like when it hasn't been used yet?
Just to have it only happen when you use it.
That's
it's a
fair.
thing you can do. Yeah,
It's
Or
true.
if-
Yeah.
Savra's is, Savra's is if she takes damage, she can once per long rest or short rest or something like that choose to take 0 damage, and the way she has it imagined is that her skin like fractures, because you know how those people have repaired porcelain by pouring gold in the cracks. Imagine that,
Yes.
but like luminous, like the color of her eyes, like bleeding through her skin in cracks.
Is that from last
Sounds
session?
really
Yeah,
cool.
the epic.
Yes.
So with
It
that-
hasn't triggered yet, so
She hasn't triggered yet.
But-
So if you want something like that as well for your epic boons, Ruben, Marks, and Ziara, you are more than welcome.
I wouldn't know what I would do for mine because I got an extra spell.
Yeah, you come up with anything you want that's thematic. Like, just something thematic, throw it at me and be like, yeah, that's cool. Heck yeah, do it.
I think the thing is a visual change will happen after the first time, and
That's how I like to imagine it.
I'll make an idea that I can, like, I'll make a what could potentially look like type thing.
You could have her hands permanently crackled like that, and then every time it takes effect, it's her whole body, and then it slowly bleeds back down to her hands. That could be pretty cool.
Yeah. I'm indecisive though, so I'll wait for something to nearly kill her. Disintegrate for 100 damage.
Oh Jesus!
That's the only way that happens is if they 1 use a level 9 spell slot and 2 roll high as fuck.
Alright, well, with that, Jelly and I actually do need to go. We have a movie in 45 minutes.
Yep.
You guys have fun.
So,
Enjoy
thank
it.
you
Good time.
for coming with us for this RP adventure. That's it for today.
Thanks
See
for
you
having
guys next week, I believe. I don't know if there's anything going on.
That's right. Is there going to be a? Because I remember there's one I think 1 or 2 weeks coming up that the game's gonna be.
I know next
Cancel?
week there. I know 2 weeks from tomorrow there's no Sunday game because Jerry's out of town.
That's right. Okay.
But apart from that, I don't know. I don't think so. All right. Well,
Alright,
that's it. Taking off for the day. So you all have a good day.
All right.
Bye,
Spirit, I'll send you the stuff.